away from the pitch, Dwayne's a loving dad, loving husband and a family man. It's the reason you do what you do, to make your family proud, make your children proud. From the minute we got it, it felt great, it felt like home. My family love it here, I love it here. It's a city that loves sport. I love sport. I take my son to the basketball, we've been to the American football, you know, and you can just really dive in to everything Houston's got to offer and the people. When I was having conversations about coming here, I got told about how nice the people were in Houston, and I've seen nothing but that, so I'd definitely say the people make this city. For the team, it's very simple. We need to be in the postseason. We need to be challenging for trophies, and we're not going to settle for anything else. We had a group session a couple of days ago talking about who we are as a group, and one of our key principles was to find anything, any way to win, and that's what we're here to do. We want to win trophies, and we know last season we let ourselves down, we let the fans down, and we're not going to let that happen again. Me personally, I want to contribute more than I did last year. It was obviously difficult coming in and being injured and things like that, but I'm ready now and I want to contribute more on the pitch.
Sign language. That's something you've been getting into a little bit, yeah? Why? What's motivated that for you?
BSL, so British Sign Language. So my best friend Matt Crooks, you might know him, played for Salt Lake, the big tree. His mum, dad and brothers are all deaf, so when he asked me to be his best man at his wedding, I didn't want, you know, everyone to be looking at me and listening to the speech, and then his family having to look elsewhere, and obviously the interpreter and them feel different. So I did 10 months of lessons to be able to communicate with them and do my speech to them, so they didn't have to look at someone else. They were just the same as everyone else, and you know, we've been best friends for 15 years, so it was about time I learned how to speak to his family, really. It's something very close to my heart. When we moved back home, my mum worked 3 jobs to put herself through university to become a qualified cancer nurse. She did that for as long as I can remember, probably 15 years. The first real tragic experience was my wife's grandma passed away, and the sad part for me is I never really got to see what she was really like. You know, I only met her when she was ill, and then a few years ago, a friend of mine who I played with from being 10 years old, he called me about a month before my wedding. He'd had skin cancer and beat it, and everything was great. And then he called me before my wedding and said he won't be able to make it. They found a tumour in his brain. You instantly feel the worst, and him being how he was always, you know, I'm going to be fine. They're the best doctors that they can fix it. And he had this surgery, and again, everything was sweet. And then it was just after I got here, actually, he came back, and unfortunately, he lost his battle. So yeah, that's why, you know, it means so much to me. I want to just do my part in, you know, in the memory of my wife's grandma and the memory of my friend of 20 years. You know, it's not just that. It affects everyone. Everyone's got a story. Everyone knows someone who's gone through this, and it's important that the people that are going through it know that people are doing everything they can. You can't really explain the feeling. I mean, you've probably heard the saying of like a 12th man, and it, you know, in the conditions that we play in here, it's hot, it's hard. When you're struggling and you look up and you hear the fans and they're willing you through games, it makes a massive difference. Buckle in, because we're in for a good year.